So I'm joined by Yogesh Malik, who is the CTO of what was formerly VimpelCom, but today, Yogesh, some big news. You have completely changed the name of the company, but it's much more than that. It's a whole new platform as well. Tell us exactly what VEON is.
It's a very interesting day, I have to tell you. Thanks a lot. VEON was in the making, and today is extremely impressive that we have been able to launch the company, launch the platform, and we have more than 1 million downloads. What we believe is the telco model in its current state will not survive. We need to move on. Of course, connectivity is needed, but we got to be closer to the customer. We got to increase the customer engagement. VEON is a platform which gives us the ability to do that. So it's not only messaging, it's not only contextual data streaming, but it's also partnerships, which we are going to be announcing later today. So it is a holistic value proposition, and this is going to be ubiquitous across all our geographies. So it is not just a country-based initiative, this is going to be an initiative of VEON going forward.
So VEON is a rebrand of the company, but also the introduction of a brand new platform. Just explain exactly what the platform part of it is and how that works.
So the platform, you can imagine today there are a lot of messaging services. You've got WhatsApp, you've got Viber, you got Skype, others. So we are going to be excelling in those messaging because that's our core strength. Voice, SMS, everything. Now around that, there is my account, which means how do I deal with my operator in my territory? Which means what is my balance? Can I have a customer chat? Can I make sure that I can group chat with people? If I have a problem, can I connect to a virtual agent? Second one. Third one is streaming of data to make it absolutely contextual, which means offers come where you are on a location. Given we have all the data, slow and fast moving, we are able to make those offers straight on the point, real time. And then on top of that, there are music services, there are content services, which means it becomes more and more relevant. It becomes an integrated spot where you can spend your time without really being bored in a way. So that's where we are today.
So there's a lot going on there. How significant a change is this from the way that VimpelCom was doing things previously?
There is no other word than it's completely clean sheet. So earlier there were self-service apps, correct? Self-service apps did not have a virtual agent to the same degree integrated. Self-service apps didn't have messaging. There was no contextual thing. So it was an app depending upon a customer whether one is into the self-service domain or not. This one pulls that out completely and you are in a new form of engagement altogether. So that's one big difference. The second big difference is that this is accessible from wherever, which means you are on a Wi-Fi, so it is device agnostic. You can be on your Mac or whatever, or you're on your HP computer. Third thing, which is extremely critical, that this unleashes a new ecosystem of microservices and hence new enablement like taxi services, like food services, like logistics. They can all hook on. So it becomes a true platform, a lifestyle. So that's the way we are going now.
Now I know that this actually happened originally in November. So what are some of the initial findings that you can tell us about?
The three findings, if I may just restrict to three. First one is customers like it. So which means there are 1 million downloads, so that's good. The ones who log on to that, they do not really call the call center, which means that's a great thing. Third, there are customers who are willing to put the credit card number in, which means they trust. So that brand trust, which has resulted because we have empowered the whole thing with extremely latest technology, and hence the PII information is completely safe, and customers do realize that. So I think those are the first experiences we see, and it's really encouraging of that.
So the press release that a company that launched this morning used some quite strong language, talked about how telcos have been backed into a corner by Silicon Valley upstarts. Why have you kind of chosen to go down that route and talk like that?
We are just telling the reality. I think those are the facts. Telcos are great at providing connectivity. The next challenge for telcos is to move into customer engagement. And I think that is where some of the Silicon Valley startups have been able to do a tremendous job on reach of the customer, consent of the customer, and the relationship to the customer. That is where we want to grow, because in the geographies where we operate, we have very strong brands. We have very strong distribution. We have great presence, and we have the data. So we have all the skills, and now what we are doing is we are building up software skills at the center in the countries, so that we have not only the knowledge of the application or the code of the application, we are actually taking it 2 steps further.
Yogesh, thank you very much.